nominee, the Republican Party is going to be destroyed, but we're also seeing recent polls that are showing that Republican women like Mike Huckabee. I think that's going to send a signal to John McCain and to Mitt Romney that if they are the two leading contenders on the Republican side, that they need to talk about women. Talk to them about free market policies and Social Security. Talk to them about free market policies and education reform and Social Security, because otherwise they either lose those voters to Mitt Romney or they lose them to Obama or Senator Clinton.
Well, and that was foretold my next question, which is, assuming McCain gets the nomination, which is where everybody seems to be heading.
But he won independents in New Hampshire and South Carolina also, and I say that only to point out that those are the same type of people that are appealing to Barack Obama. I think when you look at Obama and you look at Clinton, I think that some of, for example, if you talk about education reform, we know that Senator Clinton completely is against education reform. Obama has said that he is open to school choice, he is open to public charter schools, and I think that mom and dad, I mean, people are complaining, you hear all the time, we don't have enough money in our schools. I mean, I think it's great that these corporations are coughing up money, but fix the infrastructure, pay teachers better money.
Well, is it so great? Is it so great that they're coughing up money? Because with money comes advertising for their products. With money comes soda machines carrying their sugar-laden sodas that are leading to the obesity epidemic.
Anyone who's accepting funding from a corporation, let's just say Coca-Cola, for example, can say, you know, we're not putting your soda machines in our building, but we would love to tell the public, look what you are doing to build up this inner city school, and you know, we can put money into teachers and tutoring and raising SAT scores, but don't bribe kids to get good grades. Instead, teach kids to have the motivation to have a sense of pride in getting good grades.
Exactly. It sounds
so. Michelle Bernard, do you see a whole new generation of African-American women running for office as a result of the Senator Obama campaign?
I think that we are definitely going to see that. I think regardless of whether you are a Republican or a Democrat, he has energized the African-American community in a way that we haven't seen in many, many, many years. You know, sort of the post-civil rights 1960s and 70s generation of African-American or new African-American leadership has sort of been trying to find their way and where do we fit in, because times are so very different than they used to be. And I think you see a lot of black women who are watching him and saying, not only could he be my son, but I can do this also. I think that people are excited. They are finding their way. Black women are very interested in their churches. They're very good at organizing in the churches and being leaders in the church, and I think that that is probably the next step, and I think that we owe it to him. I think one of the interesting things we just saw in the segment that you just aired, though, was also the possibility of a black woman as a president. I'd just like to throw out there, I think Condoleezza Rice could have run for president if she wanted to, and I think she would have inspired the same sort of excitement in the African-American community, despite the fact that she is a Republican, if she had decided to run as well. I agree. If you are an older generation African-American who remembers like white and black water fountains, I think a lot of older African-Americans had a hard time believing that you could have Jim Crow and a black president all in the same lifetime. And Iowa did that. Iowa proved that this guy could win, and that's what, you know, Iowa was important. But I have to say, the Clinton black magic in South Carolina became the nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, it was, you know, it was a horrible thing to do, and black women came out and